Hey, welcome. So if you are just tired of the mess, the cost, and, the damage from all those old school cleaning methods, then you have absolutely come to the right place. Today, we're going to dive into a technology that is completely changing the game. Let's get into it.
For years, the go-to for stripping off rust or paint has been sandblasting. But let's be honest, it's loud, it's incredibly messy, and man, is it a constant drain on your wallet. So the real question is, how much profit is that old method literally blasting away from your business every single day?
Okay, just look at these numbers. They really tell the whole story, don't they? On one hand, you've got sandblasting clocking in at $15 an hour, and that's not even counting the constant cost of buying media, the cleanup, and the damage it's doing to your parts. And then you've got laser cleaning at just 80 cents an hour. This isn't just a new tool, it's a whole new financial reality for your shop.
But what if you could clean with surgical precision? What if you could use zero consumables and do it all for just pennies on the dollar? Well, look, this isn't some sci-fi fantasy. It's the reality of laser cleaning. It's time to stop grinding away at your parts and your profits.
All right, so how does this whole thing actually work? Well, it's actually pretty brilliant in its simplicity. A super focused beam of light instantly vaporizes stuff like rust, paint, or grime, turning it into a fine dust. But here's the real magic. The laser is tuned so precisely that it only affects the contaminants, leaving the surface underneath completely untouched. No damage, no pitting, just a perfectly clean part.
So this is why it's a total game changer. You buy the machine, and that's pretty much it. No more ordering bags of sand or handling nasty chemicals. You get perfect, repeatable results every single time without damaging valuable parts. It's cleaner for your shop, way better for the environment, and, as we're about to see, a whole lot better for your bank account. It's a true long-term investment.
Okay, I know exactly what you're thinking. Yeah, this all sounds amazing, but a laser? That's got to cost an arm and a leg, right? Something only the massive corporations can afford. And you know what? For years, that was absolutely true. But the game has completely changed.
Just look at that number. Yes, that's under $2,000. That's the starting price for a professional-grade machine that's ready to go for light rust and surface prep. Think you need more power? A 200-watt unit, which is perfect for most shops, is still under $7 grand. No, this isn't a typo. This technology is finally affordable for everyone.
So how in the world is that even possible? It's actually really simple. You're cutting out the middlemen. Those local distributors, they add a 30 to 50% markup. By buying directly from a manufacturer like Chihalo, you're getting the exact same high-quality machine. We're talking top-tier components like Rakis or JPT laser sources for a fraction of the price. All right, so a low price tag is great, but let's be real. What really matters is the return on that investment, the ROI. So let's break down the numbers and see just how fast this machine starts paying for itself.
Yeah, we saw this number a minute ago, but it is so important it's worth saying again. Your max operating cost is just the electricity you use, less than $1 an hour. Now compare that to the $15 for sandblasting plus the cost of media, the disposal, the cleanup. The savings start piling up from the very first hour you turned it on.
And get this isn't some tool you'll have to replace in a couple of years. The core fiber laser source is rated for over 100,000 hours. So what does that mean in the real world? That's over a decade of use running 8 hours a day, every single day. This isn't just another tool, it's a core asset for your business.
Okay, so what does all of this mean for your bottom line? Well, when you combine that low upfront cost with these massive operational savings, most businesses see a full return on their investment in just 6 to 12 months. Seriously, think about it. If your shop spends just $500 a month on blasting media, a $3,000 laser pays for itself in 6 months. Everything after that? That's pure profit going right back into your pocket.
Sometimes a picture is worth 1,000 words, and this is one of those times. This is your hourly cost. That huge bar, that's what you're spending on sandblasting right now. And that tiny little bar next to it, that's your cost with laser cleaning. The question is pretty simple. Which side of this chart do you want your business to be on? Okay, so buying factory direct is obviously the way to go to save a ton of money, but you gotta be smart about it. This isn't just about finding the cheapest possible machine online, it's about finding a reliable partner. So here's a quick checklist to make sure you get a high-quality machine that's actually gonna last.
First off, don't just take their word for anything. Ask for a live video tour of their facility. A real manufacturer will be happy to show you around. Next, confirm the brand of the laser source. That's like the engine of the whole machine. You want a good one. Make sure they have the proper safety certifications like CE or FDA, and get a solid warranty in writing. A good supplier is going to offer at least 2 years on the laser source itself.
And this, right here, really is the key takeaway. The savings from buying direct are massive. And honestly, handling the import logistics is way more straightforward than you probably think. A good supplier will actually guide you through the process, making it super simple to unlock those huge savings.
I mean, when you really stop and add it all up, the daily cost of sandblasting, the damage to your parts, the endless expense of consumables, the cost of not switching becomes staggering. This isn't just about a new tool, it's about a fundamental upgrade to your workflow and, more importantly, to your bottom line.
So if you're ready to stop wasting money and start cleaning smarter, the next step is simple. Just reach out to the team at Chihalo at the email you see on your screen. Tell them a little bit about what you do, and they'll help you find the perfect machine for your needs and your budget. It really is time to invest in the future of your